Brittany, and welcome back to Britmas 2021. It's that time again. You guys know the drill. The advent calendar. Oh my dear lord, and I still got some wrappers. I don't even know why. I found the number. I don't even know why. Oh my. There's nothing in it. Oh, never mind. We got a ball. This is my least favorite thing ever. You guys know I'm very picky with the advent calendars, but I didn't do my research enough. Well, not research. I should have looked at what it comes with. Anyways, getting back into this video. So, haunted dolls, one of my favorite topics amongst the paranormal. You guys know I am a haunted doll collector myself, and I just live for haunted dolls. They're so amazing and everything. And anytime I come across a new haunted doll, I want to share it because I feel like I've talked about pretty much every haunted doll. Well, like pretty much every famous haunted doll out there. There's seriously hundreds and thousands, if not millions of the dolls out there that we don't even know about, that a lot of people own. You know, there's so many that I own. So I came across this story and I was like, girl, we gotta share this. Are you ready for a real life horror movie that happened to a family that owned this haunted doll that belonged to the daughter of this woman? So you hear a lot about haunted dolls moving around. Maybe they're sitting on some shelf that you have, and then you go out for the day, you come home, and they're on the floor. But not just because they fell. You can clearly tell that somebody moved them there. What if you lived by yourself? What if nobody was home at all? Who moved the doll other than the doll itself? And that's exactly what happened to this family. But this wasn't just a innocent little, okay, maybe it did fall from the shelf, or maybe I moved it without realizing, and then I went on with my day, and then I came back and maybe I just wasn't thinking about it. No. Imagine that you knew for a fact that you had a doll in a specific spot. Then you wake up and the doll is underneath your covers. You know for sure you did not put that doll right there. This reminds me of Annabelle. Remember when she lifts up the covers and Annabelle is right under there? I think I reenacted that scene actually. Check it out. So let's get into what the mother says. Do you believe in haunted dolls? Because my daughter is terrified of hers. She sits in an old chair in our upstairs hallway, blankly surveying our every move with her pale blue eyes. We scurry past her as we head to the bedroom or cast our eyes to the floor while tiptoeing to the bathroom to deflect her lifeless gaze. Sometimes her expression appears to change. Is she smiling at us? Did she just wink? Are her eyes narrowing as she plots her revenge for being banished from my daughter's bedroom? This porcelain doll was a gift for my daughter when she was small, brought all the way from Germany by a dear family friend. We placed her high on a shelf out of reach so she wouldn't get broken like so many of her dolls that had been drawn on with markers or had lost their eyes or even limbs. And there she stayed until the daughter-doll relationship took a dark and twisted turn. So is this just an innocent doll with no spirit attachment? It's just, you know, maybe there's some creepy things about it, but it's just innocent. Or is it a freaking demon? So a few years after having this doll in the family, the daughter started waking up in the middle of the night to wake up her mom to come sleep with her in her bed. She was frightened by this unnamed thing, and she wouldn't say what it was. But this was frequently happening to the daughter and was very upsetting for her. And then one night, the mother woke up to blood-curdling screams coming from her daughter's bedroom. And this was the night that her daughter had two of her friends sleeping over. So the mother runs in, bursts open the door, sees her daughter and her two friends like all huddled together, shaking and scared for their life, and she didn't know what was going on. And then they started going on about how the doll moved from the shelf and was under the covers, like in a freaking horror movie. These girls swore none of them moved the doll, and they all believed this doll was possessed and was after them. I mean, why else would it be in their bed? Why else on this specific night when there's two other girls in her bedroom having a sleepover that this doll wants to attack? The mother definitely had thoughts like, you know, it's a sleepover, girls do crazy things, maybe one put the doll under the covers to scare the other two, you know. So she kind of just, you know, kept it to herself, whatever, and she was like, okay, let's move this sleepover into the living room. So the girls left the bedroom and went to the living room. So after the sleepover incident, the doll was then moved from the daughter's room into the hallway where the entire family can see this doll, and this doll can see the entire family. And this family, they were a little freaked out about her, especially the daughter. I think the mother was a little like, you know, maybe it could have been one of her friends who placed the doll under the covers, but she was still freaked out. And every time they would be in the presence of the doll, the mother would whisper to her daughter saying like, what should we do with her? And the daughter said, do not talk about the doll in front of the doll. And that doll remains in that hallway. So what drew me to the story was obviously it sounds like a real life horror movie. But at the same time, when I first was reading about it, my first thoughts were, okay, she had 2 of her friends over. One of them had to have pulled a prank. And then of course, leading up to that night, the daughter would wake up in the middle of the night scared, and she wanted her mother to come into the room with her because she was being frightened by this unnamed thing that she refused to even talk about. Did she tell her friends about that and then they decided to pull a prank on her? But when the mother ran into the room and they were all screaming, the 3 of them seemed totally traumatized. Maybe the doll just wanted to be moved out into the hallway? Maybe she wanted to join in on the sleepover and have fun? Like, I don't know. But the fact that you're tiptoeing around your house in front of the doll, hoping the doll doesn't hear you, you don't want to talk about the doll in front of the doll, I don't know. It could just be this innocent, weird experience that's been going on. Maybe there's something else in the house. I don't know. But it's still creepy as hell. And I think if you can't even talk about the doll in front of the doll, then you shouldn't really have the doll in the house. Or maybe even try to communicate it with yourselves to see if something happens, you know, with a pendulum, even a Ouija board, or like however, dowsing rods, whatever you want to do to communicate with the doll. That's what I would do. But we all know that I'm a little crazy. Not a little, a lot. But what would you do in this situation? Would you keep the doll? I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you rock my world. And the song lyrics, Michael Jackson, hashtag team Pretty44, hashtag for Brooklyn Friends. Hey. And I will see you guys. Why did I say it so weird? And I will see you guys in my next video.